Christopher Hoppy, is the co-founder of the Hispanic Youth Symposium, and he has been for 7 years the Maryland and Virginia Art Chairperson for the Hispanic Youth Symposium. He's also received 10 national and international poetry awards. Please give it up for Christopher Hoppy.
What do you want me to spin for you, man?
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. I wanted to start out with my first poem. It's called A Blade of Grass. And there's a little story that goes by how it came about. About 3 years ago, I was mentoring a student from the Hispanic Youth Symposium. And we were on the telephone, and he was asking me for advice about a young lady, how to romance her. And he said, how can you romance a woman without, do you have to, rehearse everything? And I said, no, you don't have to do anything. I was on my cell phone, and I just came off of a bus. And I said, you can find anything and dedicate it to a woman. And this poem I wrote to a special young lady that I was dating for 4.5 years, and I wrote it, and it goes like this. A blade of grass, straight, strong, wind of time blows me around. Green I am, thin, fit, resistant to storms, to heat, to snow. My roots are strong, I stand up straight. I hold my weight, I love, I care. I feel you within, I feel you around me. Like a blanket of protection, of caring, you can cut me down. I will grow back. Strong, I will multiply, I will spread. I will never go away. I will love forever. I will always be in your heart. I might look dead in the cold of night, in the cold of winter. I am alive, I am well, I will be back. In the season of spring, in the season of the heat, in the season of the rain, of the drops that leave their impression on the skin of earth, I am a blade of grass. That one will be in I'm releasing a book the first week of May. It's called 300 Tears. It's 300 poems. It took me 5 years to write. Sadly to say, in order to get it finished, my father passed away on President's Day. And so the book is dedicated to him. And so this poem that's called Gone Fishing, I wrote it right after I got off the phone with him, because he used to always teach me about life, about how to live life. And he used to tell me, I can teach you how to fish, or I can catch the fish and let you starve. But I'd rather have you catch more and more fish, even after I'm gone. So I read this in his service. It's called Gone Fishing. Gone fishing, my father, I will always remember him strong, remember him wise in my eyes, his corny jokes, his sarcastic humor. In my memories, in my heart, I will see him walking down that dirt road to the broken pier, where he was always looking for that fish, but only catching eels in New Jersey. How I would see the sun come up over the waters of the river. Now he is fishing with God in the eternal waters of life, always walking down that road, always holding my hand, teaching me how to cast that line, how to tie those knots for that hook to catch that fish. How I will miss him, as last night we walked that eternal road, down to the eternal rivers, the eternal waters of life. He will always be fishing in my life. He will always be young and strong. In my heart and mind, he will always live in my memories, always means he will be going fishing. Going fishing, he will never be faded in my heart, in my soul. Gone fishing. And as I get older, I know I don't look that old, but I always feel, as I wake up, more pains and growing of life. And it's called setting sun. Setting sun, the setting sun, I feel the fading heat, remembering the desert of my youth, seeing the dust in the air, knowing I ride toward the sun, setting, my youth fades, my teenage time has gone, knowing it all fades, setting with the sun as I ride towards the setting sun. Everything sets in the horizon. My loved ones, one by one, set with the fading sun. People that I remember change like the wind. Once they were close, now they are far away. As I see more and more setting suns, I have fewer days to see the sun fade into the horizon. Girlfriends fade, wives that I thought would be there are my worst enemies. They kill my heart, they tear my emotions as my tears fall. It takes time to put it all back into my chest, piece by piece, picking the shards of glass out. My heart sets with many of my lost hearts, my lost tears, setting with the sun. My hair turns red, my eyes blur as I go blind. I forget things, but I will always remember my heart and the ones that made it true. As my youth fades to put on a new pair of clothes, I realize that I wear an old man on my bones, as it is now my twilight, as my light fades with the setting sun of my life. You can find more of my work at theartofchrishoppy.com, and I have my schedules and so forth. My last poetry was March 30th, and it was at the University of Maryland College Park. And I should be going on the road to do more poetry readings at different colleges and high schools. So there should be, I think the first week of May should be 300cheers.com should be available, and you'll be able to find my books. You can find my books now at barnesandnobles.com too as well. So thank you very much for having me here.